This drill is the 60-60 side-lying hamstring tilts. So what we're going to be working on here is working on controlling the tilt of the pelvis in a very safe position that's also easy to get into to start with. So we're going to be using our hamstrings to tuck the pelvis ever so slightly while we're in that 60-60 position. So that means that there's about a 60-degree angle at the knees and about a 60-degree angle at the hips. So both feet are flat on the wall here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to feel the full foot on the wall, and very gently I'm going to pull back with the heels in order to get some of my hamstrings engaged here on both feet. From here, ever so slightly, I'm going to work on using those hamstrings to tuck the pelvis. So I go into an anterior tilt, and then I pull my heels back to tuck my pelvis under. Very subtle movement. I'll do about 5 to 10 here of the tilts with my pelvis. And then once I'm done that 5 to 10, I'm going to hold that little bit of a tilt through my pelvis. I can feel my hamstrings at about a scale of 3 to 4 to 10 in terms of intensity. And I'm going to reach straight down with my palm facing, up in this case. Breathing in through the nose. All the air out through a fogging mouth. Pause. Once I breathe all that air out, I'll feel a little bit of side core. Keep some of that tension as I breathe in again. Breathe in through the nose. All the air out through the mouth. Common mistake here is that instead of using the hamstrings to get into that tilt, we're using our core and really scrunching down with our core. We want to make sure that we're using the hamstrings, and sometimes you can tell if your sternum, so my chest is straight in line, pointing straight ahead, and my hips are in line with my shoulders. If you notice you kind of start to curl in, that's us using a strategy using our core instead of pulling back with the heels to feel the hamstrings to get them to do that posterior tilt.